Hey everybody, welcome to Loomer Unleashed. I'm Laura Loomer, and today we're going to be talking about Ron DeSantis' disaster book tour. Yesterday, Ron DeSantis announced his new book, The Courage to Be Free, and he decided that he was going to go on a series of media appearances and even live book signings throughout the state of Florida. Well, you know that I live in Florida, and yesterday I decided to organize a pro-Trump 2024 rally in front of the Leesburg Mall Books A Million store where Ron DeSantis was scheduled to be signing copies of his book. Why did I do this? Well, the worst kept secret in the state of Florida is the fact that Ron DeSantis is indeed going to be running for president in 2024 by primarying President Donald Trump for the GOP nominee. He has not yet filed. And that's, of course, the catch-22, because essentially what his book tour is a shadow campaign for his presidential campaign that he has not yet announced. Why has he not announced yet? Well, he's waiting for the Florida Republican legislature to change the Florida Resign to Run law, which would require the governor resign his position within 10 days of filing to run if he decided to run for president. But the legislature has been instructed by Governor Ron DeSantis to change this legislation so that Ron can have his cake and eat it too. You see, he wants to get all the benefits of being the governor while running for president full time. But he needs the legislature to change the law, which is why he's waiting until May, because the Florida legislative session ends in May. Obviously, Donald Trump is the leader of the Republican Party. He's also the reason why Ron DeSantis is governor of Florida. In a sense, Ron DeSantis owes his entire political career to Donald Trump. And so myself and some of the villagers for Trump supporters in the villages where I ran for Congress in 2022, decided that we were going to show support for President Donald Trump in his 2024 presidential campaign by having a pro-Trump rally in front of the bookstore. Well, Ron DeSantis, right? He might want to change the title of his book, The Courage to Be Free, because when we arrived on the scene, we were told by a security guard that Ron DeSantis and his staff told him to say that anybody who was pro-Trump or wearing Trump gear had to be escorted off the property and told to leave the book signing. So much for free speech. Welcome to the free state of Florida. Take a look for yourself.
Because of what you're wearing?
Because they told me to say anybody wearing Trump has to go right now.
We should put
During the signing. During the signing.
Free speech.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I have to call LPD now.
You heard it in his own words. That security guard said that we had to leave because the DeSantis people inside sent him outside to tell us that anybody who is for Trump had to leave. It didn't just end there.
Are you acting like the far left?
We're acting like the far left trying to get Trump elected?
Yeah, well, you're acting like the far left. You're
trying to get Trump elected?
You've got the same...
Trying to get Trump elected. Trying to get Trump elected is the far left?
Yes.
Trying to get Trump elected is the far left.
The situation escalated so much that when we decided that we were going to refuse to leave because we have a First Amendment right to peacefully assemble, they decided to call the police. So essentially, you know, there are no DeSantis supporters that aren't Trump supporters because all of DeSantis' supporters became his supporters thanks to Donald Trump. However, there are many Trump supporters that are not DeSantis supporters. So in a way, the only thing that Ron DeSantis ended up doing by calling the police or instructing his staff to call the police and have security expel and remove every single Trump supporter who showed up for the book signing or was simply in the parking lot rallying for President Trump outside of the book signing was alienate his support for a possible 2024 presidential campaign.
DeSantis people are in there saying, had me come out to tell you guys not to be here, why he's here, signing
I
the
thought
book.
that Governor DeSantis was, like, he always talks about how he's in favor of free speech. Like, we have a First Amendment right to be here to rally in support of President Trump.
Right, you do.
Right, so
but not now.
So DeSantis' people told you that we have to leave?
Yes.
The haters online and all of the DeSantis fans made fun of the size of our protests. They said, oh, only a few people showed up to rally in support of President Trump. But don't be fooled by photos online. The video that I posted of this interaction with the security guard and the Leesburg Police Department already has over 1.2 million views on Twitter. In fact, it's already been published by the Daily Mail, by Newsweek, Villages News, and countless other media publications. Well, doesn't look like Ron DeSantis' book tour is off to a good start since this was day one. Hopefully, when Ron DeSantis continues his book tour, he thinks twice before deciding to ban and call the cops on Trump supporters. Thank you so much for watching this segment of Loomer Unleashed. I'm Laura Loomer, and if you enjoyed this content, please be sure that you subscribe to my Substack today at lauraloomer.substack.com. You can join for free, or you can support my independent journalism by subscribing for $7 a month or $70 a year. Also, be sure that you follow me on Twitter, Gab, Truth Social, and Getter at Laura Loomer. You want to follow and subscribe today because you never know where I'm going to be or who's going to get loomered next.